Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. That's me, Guybrush Threepwood. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and devoted grog tasters. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy. This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. Mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials. Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified. Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but on the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface. I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot. He and the locals wrote a lot of indignant letters to each other. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the wedding. Or so I thought. It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. The mysterious voodoo lady at the internet. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. I got eaten by a snake. I got buried alive. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after our things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scumbar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy. Oh man. This was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale. Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with it. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Elaine wasn't fooled by LeChuck's human form any more than I was. I should have trusted her. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death. Except when it does. Love did win out in the end. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Chuck! Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes. It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir.
Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ah, he's dead to the world.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs. Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a... It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low. What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money. that grown-ups use?
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there. In France.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww. I wonder if this is drinking water. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
It's locked. I should get that key from the scurvy dog shack. We'll get some scurvy dogs and then go play over there. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
It unlocks the outhouse outside.
I can stand on my head.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket. It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Where should we look?
All over. Do you see any coins?
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that. Ugh, what is this stuff? Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin. Gross.
I want to.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay.
Ugh.
Gross. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
I dare you to take a drink of this.
No way. I'm not doing that.
I double dare you to take a drink of this.
Don't want to get sick before I get my scurvy.
I double dog dare you to take a drink of this.
I'll do it for 1,000,000 pieces of 8.
You will?
No.
I triple dibble dare you to drink this.
I'll do it if you do it first.
What's that over there?
Where?
Okay, I took a drink.
You did not.
Did so.
Did not.
Did so.
Do it again then.
Okay, you don't have to drink, but I dare you to wash your hands.
Fine. Your turn.
Ew! You actually did it!
Your turn.
No way!
Your turn.
No way! It looks like a piece of 8. If you don't... It says, return outhouse key when finished. That's where the outhouse key was. Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do. Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea. The current bow-shaped design is. But the older you can still find the old on a modern anchor. If you look close, you can. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too even. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of, but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach up. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like, yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors.
Hey, Chucky, want a race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Next time for sure.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3.
Hey, cheater!
You have to wait until I say go.
I wonder where this path goes.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Hands off!
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I certainly hope...
Don't feed the duck. I want to feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be... You should put that on your scurvy dog.
So good. It smells bad. Do you want a sword?
You don't.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was...
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you. Come back in a...
Do not pick the four-leaf... Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
I wish we could speak backward. Or what it...
Yes, you do.
Yes, well, helps it. Yes, you go.
That was fun.
Too bad. You made my...
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Never mind. I never thought I'd ever find one. I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself. I want to feed the duck.
bread.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think of kids these days? You have no regard for personal property.
And
Gotta run!
How rude.
Give it some of your bread.
It looks full. Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah,
We got scurvy.
Those have toenails and
and we were playing your adventures. We just did.
Big whoop. Oh, boy.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for...
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around.
A lot of your stories.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and...
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch. Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly. Swashing buckles and... But now I'm getting an expedition to...
Oh, you're...
What? LeChuck's here and is there widespread panic?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking...
Well, Anyway, no. You know my history. LeChuck kidnapped. I sailed to Monkey Island to
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet.
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost, a nefarious, a depraved, and I'm...
They say opposite.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go...
Funny.
That guy's...
Are you sure it isn't the...
I don't know how he found out. I'm mounting...
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's...
Well, I'm gonna hide just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little...
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the...
Exactly. It'll be great to see the little knock back a grog and...
Scum Bar. Long table.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about...
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders.
In the back.
I'm here to talk...
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Where are the three older guys?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley.
Making up trials for each other and writing mem.
I hadn't heard there.
Maybe you're partying.
Is it you I should talk to about...
An expedition.
I'm Guybrush.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was it.
It's a prize of
I don't know about incalculable.
Okay, would you at least... It's a surefire investment.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help the percent.
No one in here.
Could you at least...
You don't even have a...
You're real.
Up a creek.
If you don't take this opportunity...
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded he's here in Melee. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture...
Great.
Excellent. You'll...
Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one?
Have fun with your scary ghost.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. I've got a few coins for incidentals. The pen is mightier than the sword. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fierce.
Looking for a job?
The clipboard in your hands.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? LeChuck's an equal opportunity.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship's surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified?
I could be second.
Do you want to...
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath. Okay, maybe.
Don't waste my...
How about ship's surgeon?
I assume you...
Is that a...
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be cool.
You look a little...
Bench?
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's...
The only requirement, if you've got a mop, job, what's your name?
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist. In fact, you are. I'm sorry. Can't hide.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own
Yes, but then suddenly I thought I wanted a ship and a crew. All I had to do was get
strike?
mutiny the crew, be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you.
Yeah, that was a problem. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Expedition to...
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe...
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell...
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Remind me how long...
Well, it still feels...
How's your scurvy prevention?
It's good. We're going to get a lot of limes, John. I've got to come up with a way. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social... I don't like her.
She doesn't understand.
She loves
me too.
Obviously, the woman has no...
You won't believe...
I've known you...
I'm planning to sign on.
Oh, dear.
Oh, trust me. I feel better just talking.
Me too.
I have to...
Oh, so do I. Bye.
Bye. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster. It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome.
Nice to see you again.
I have...
You mean...
Fate or only...
It's a gift.
Allow me...
Will it cost...
Pride. The way to the secret.
Serpent, obstacles.
Ooh. You must walk the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way,
it can tell me...
In a way.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out.
There's always the fame, I'm sure.
An empty bag. I should have gotten here last month. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper.
Too bad it's empty. It's a creepy shrunken head. I didn't know these were...
They're not.
It says everything must go. Looks like it's been there forever. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, it's an unusual safe with 5 keys.
Alas, the safe is not for sale.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said,
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any...
A crystal. Everything's... Keep up the good work, buddy. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, what kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was... This place has kind of gone downhill. Oh, yeah, that clock... If any clock were the exception to that rule... Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he... Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf...
Nice to see you again.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned.
Yeah.
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running...
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more.
Well, I was hoping the...
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the...
You wouldn't happen.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on... It is the only one...
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so...
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny. Looks like the shop across the...
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of voodoo magic is me. I'm on the bleed...
The town's...
Since Captain Madison made... They say she brings up so...
Do what's right?
I am.
It's great to see.
Business has been... Captain Madison has... She pays extra for a bunch of...
I'll let you get back to cart...
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continent.
I didn't know you made globes.
I don't.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a 3-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to...
Thanks. Wally, can I...
Absolutely.
Never mind. This map shows...
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret move...
That sounds reasonable. This must be...
Actually, Mr...
Yep. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of... I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know... That looks like a treacherous voyage. It's the first rule of piracy is never... Hey, Wally, what's with the window?
I use it.
Well, it's good to have... Hey, Wally.
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice.
Oh, that...
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Good old mazes. It looks expensive. I like shiny. Huh, never seen one of those before.
LeChuck, sir.
You have all the supply.
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone.
Well done. Mark your...
Guybrush Threepwood.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret to have him killed. Wait. Let him live.
Sure. I want to bring this up. Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas?
I've had enough of you. Finish loading the ship.
Very well.
Hi.
Everybody thinks that.
Okay. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
A visitor!
Otis!
Howdy, kid!
And Stan! Otis, old pal.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right?
Not at all. You look different somehow.
How nice of you to notice. Big news.
You know what I remember most about I don't cruise ships.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead.
I would be. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way.
Imagine that. What did they get you?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone.
I noticed you didn't.
It was nothing.
In the forest?
No. That's I picked them.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden?
We used to be. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. I don't know why
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're Guybrush. You gotta get me out of here. It's custard night.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
At least the jail is well.
Yeah.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
I don't remember this place being...
They finally installed...
Yee! A spider! Any writing that was once here has been rubbed... At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we...
Hey!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to...
Thank you, son.
I was really...
Well, now, no... But my hands are tied. I'm completely out of inventory.
Okay, don't worry.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterward. Naturally, it'll have to be...
What did you do?
Let me tell you something, son. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his... And you know what's in...
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. Anything I may have allegedly done.
What exactly did...
I gave... Now, naturally, people don't... Sometimes it takes them... And sometimes people who... They use hurtful words like scam. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but...
Didn't you used to have a law?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those...
Would it help if I...
Now, that's a kind offer, it truly is. But I've got to think about the optics, so
Are you sure you don't...
100
Well, is there anything...
Now that you mention it, in all the rush, if you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for...
Sure thing. I'm going...
The secret, but if you're looking... Just remember...
Thanks. Are you sure you do...
150...
See you later.
Yep.
It says jail rules. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping. Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello. I see a peninsula trailing off into...
It's southern Florida.
At the end of...
My mother's. Please don't...
What's this lock?
That's for hat.
What's that key?
That's for a...
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass.
That's the beginner. The real challenge is...
Are these for customers?
Hands off.
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also Vish.
I see everyone in that portrait.
If you have to make a pun...
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have...
What is that?
It's a fishing...
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band?
My mother's band. They were named after some actual golden key.
That's an impressive...
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes they did, yes it was, and they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's real...
I simply don't allow... Try somewhere a little...
Can you really make...
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No...
It seems wrong that you can make it...
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose...
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number?
That's why you should never share the serial...
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock?
My magnifier? Not a chance. If you want to play locksmith...
Tell me again.
You bring me... It's pretty...
Who's the old lady in the window?
You mean Whitey Bones. She seems to know a lot of things that...
How well do you know Whitey?
Not well at all. She was across from my old...
Would she...
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find...
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key.
All at once?
No idea.
I think I'll browse...
Try not to touch any... I've got a system.
Oh, I'd really like some cracker.
Hands off.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine. Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Let me show you.
Pretty good.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have...
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry,
It is. But... I heard from your... She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved...
Elaine can handle...
I don't doubt that. But it is... If it isn't about the scurvy...
I'm looking for this.
Good for you.
Elaine says Captain Mad...
Not the legislative. The town was in a bind a while back. She lent us the cash with things like social pro...
I like that woman.
You and me.
Well, the mansion... Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the book...
They're my books now.
I don't really have anything to...
Practice is nice, but I'm busy.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Does not include secret... Note to the reader. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about... It's thicker. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot. You never... I had to buy another cup. You never even apologized.
I totally...
Of course.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't edgy. I've always thought this looked like my old ship. The sea... I like your stuff.
Please, take that and...
It's a lot of work being governor. It's a lot of work being governor. I don't really have any...
Practice is nice.